Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. Singing this'll be the day that I die. What's up, everybody? My name is Roy. This is Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. I just woke up, so it's early. No bell, not yet. It's still, I don't want to wake up the neighborhood with that bell. Yes. Hello to all of you. It's early. Last night I didn't get to sleep at all. No. Sorry. Yeah. So today, let's see. What do we have today? Today. We're gonna do a tarot card read. We're blessed to be here. Oh, there's my coffee. Blessed to be here. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors. And I thank my past loved ones in peace, love, and light that protect and guide me. I love all of you, and I wish you all well. I'm so happy that you're here. Please do me a favor, huge favor, hit the like button on the videos, right? Go through, watch them all, hit the likes, subscribe, right? Subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends and family, let everybody know, right? Some of the messages that I've posted on YouTube, right? The content, right? I know you want the most up to date, the most real, right? Which is great. I do too. I'm the same. But you could go back and see, the progress, or don't be shy. Scroll through the videos, see what you think. You can see where I started at the beginning, now where I am now, and how we move forward, and we incorporate different things and so on and so forth. If I inspire you to do the same thing or to start your own YouTube channel, that, mission accomplished, right, guys? I want you guys to succeed. I talked about this in some of my earlier videos where, I would rather, if I see somebody who is doing well, they're succeeding in life, I want to support them. I don't want to destroy them. You know what I'm saying? So there's a possibility you can find some tidbits. The title usually describes it best, somewhat. But I have been trying to add timestamps in to make you guys' lives easier. When you go down, you have the title, and then you have the description, and you can click on the timestamps where you want to kind of go in the video, where you want to see, rather than, because if it's an hour tarot card read, you guys, might not have an hour to sit and watch it. You might have to go to work. You might be at work. So that's why I add those timestamps to help you guys out, and just to get the message out. I want you guys to hear what the message is, and hopefully we can laugh and have a good time while we're here, right? While we watch. I know I do. Okay, having a sip of coffee, right? First sip of the day. First sip of coffee. Thank you. I feel the seems like there's a change in the weather. Granted, I went outside and it was It's like 70 degrees out, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning. Right now, oh, was it? Jeez, it's 60. Sorry. Earlier, it was a couple hours ago, I went outside, it was beautiful. But this time of year, ooh, I didn't lose you guys, did I? This time of year, when the nights start getting colder, right, towards the end of summer, I always think of Cowabunga, Surf's Up. You know what I'm saying? Because this time of year is the best. Like if wherever you're located, my location, this time of year is when the waves are the best. The water's the warmest. The waves are the best. You know, we get some crazy storms off the coast, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like if you are like in tune with the weather, or you watch it, or you know what I mean, like you understand the what it is, like when it rains, with this low pressure, high pressure, all that stuff that goes on, right? You know, and it's not only good for surfing weather, but it's, you know, when it rains out, you know, it's good for, like, you know, plants, things like that, you know. Anyway, yada yada yada. I'm just talking now. First couple sips of coffee. Love you guys. Grateful that you're here. We're gonna do a tarot card read. We're gonna skip the bell. Just gonna do a little mist here. Spirit, if you can hear me, if you're here with me, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels, and Ascended Masters, Ancestors, Divine Past, the Low Ones, and Peace of the Light, if you can hear me. I've been shuffling this deck all morning, so this should be good and shuffled. Spirit, please, if you could give me the who, what, when, where, how, and why, the ups and downs, the lefts, the rights, the good, the bad, the ugly, as above, so below, as within, so without. Come through, please, Spirit. What do we got today, Spirit? Makes no difference about it. I help everyday people. Yeah, yeah. Three of Swords, guys. Ouch. Different strokes for different folks. So. Alright, first card up, guys. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. This could have been deliberate or. Right? Like, why would you want to break somebody's heart? You know? Of course it was deliberate. Right? I'm looking at it. You know, you gotta ask yourself, you know, when you get into a relationship or whatever, is it your intention to hurt somebody? You know, do you intentionally get into relationships that are gonna cause problems? Three of Swords. It's funny. I was just talking about the weather, right? See the cloud. You got the clouds. This looks like rain. You have rain coming down. We have rain coming down. Right, 3 swords through the heart. It's in the upright. So this could be we're overcoming a heartbreak. We're overcoming a betrayal, right? Something like that, right? You have to overcome. All right. What else, Spirit? Tell us more, please. Thank you, Spirit. World. Capricorn. We got the fixed signs: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. We've what? We're looking back on the heartache, right? We're looking back and we say like, wow, it was only the Three of Swords is only there to it's like a distraction, right? If you think about it. This tells me, right, when I'm looking, right, see how there's 3 of Swords here? Okay. But you got 4 guys on the card here: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. But it's like everybody on this card has got a sword. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like say you got your heart broken. Right, I'll just be honest, right? This is a Taurus. This represents Taurus, right? And I've had a broken heart, right? And so I had to grow and live and deal with that. Okay. 3 of Swords. There's 3 swords on here. Now it's their turn. Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It's their turn to have a broken heart. Get it? Yeah. Sorta, right? You know what I mean? Like these are lessons that everybody's gonna learn. Not anybody's, you know, untouchable or whatever. I refuse to let you go. Seven of Cups. People are confused. Because what do they say? Like, oh, I'm not supposed to be the one that with the broken heart, right? These guys, these guys in the world kind of going, what? How come? They're like standing there in the rain, soaking wet, right? Cue the truck. Truck drives by, splashes them with water, right? The umbrella's broken. Uh, Shoes are soaked, right? And the bus, they just missed the bus. Okay, follow me on this. What the heck? Right? They're confused. Thought I just heard somebody laugh. I heard a giggle. What's up, Spirit? Tell us more. Yeah, check it out. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we got some what? Frustration. It's kind of like people. What people are getting the taste of their own medicine. I'm looking at this like you got. Okay, say you're a guy, right? You fall in love and you're with this girl, but there's other guys that like the same girl. Okay, and then it turns into some kind of like competition. Who's better? Who's got the better car? Who's got the better apartment? Who's got more money, etc. And it's like these guys destroyed. This is what I'm looking at because there's three swords here, right? And there's, you know what I mean. So I'm trying to say is like those of us who have gone through it, you heal, right? The relationship's over. You you heal. You are sad. You know, you carry on with life and you overcome the sadness. You overcome the grief and the sorrow of losing the person that you love. Okay, but now imagine what it is on the story, right? From those, say the person that you love left you for another guy, right? Okay, hear me out, right? Hear me out. And so now this is the story of those guys and their heartbreak and their confusion because they're going like, "Hey, we're the ones that call the shots, or we're the ones that destroy the relationships." You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, how come we are standing in the rain? The truck drove by, splashed, soaked them. The shoes are wet, and the bus just went by. Right? Okay. King of Swords reverse. Somebody's mad because it's their turn. They wanted to do dirty tricks. They wanted to do shisty. They wanted to steal somebody's girlfriend. You know, they turned it into a competition, right? Oh, I'm better than him, right? And now they're confused because they go, I'm not supposed to be like this, right? I'm not supposed to be sad. I'm not supposed to be, and it's got somebody like, right? King of Swords in reverse is like, even nobody's untouchable. All is fair in love and war. I really, really like it. All is fair in love and war. Damn. Ah, jeez, all these cards coming out, Spirit. Mm, la, la. Yeah, somebody's getting like a taste of their own medicine. I got the 10 of Wands in reverse. 5 of Cups. 9 of Wands. And the Page of Swords. Right, so I feel like this King of Swords is getting a taste of their own medicine. But they don't, with the 10 of Wands here, reverse, is they go, I don't want nothing to do with this. They don't want to carry the burden. They don't want to carry their cross. They want to stay like this. Right? They want to, like, you know how people are, like they are just mad at the world, or they have a chip on their shoulder. You follow what I'm saying? So they go like, oh, you know, this happened, and this happened, and this happened. Right? And they don't see, like, okay, so yeah, you got a broken heart, and your life fell apart, right? Your shoes are soaked, and you missed the bus, right? But you still have hope, believe it or not. But they want to stay. This King of Swords in reverse doesn't want to carry their cross, doesn't want to own up to the responsibility of their actions. They want to stay like this. You know what I mean? Like they have the chip on their shoulder, and they just want to be like pouty, mad at the world, right? They're gonna go pout, be mad. Meanwhile, what? Right? So this person that we're talking about caused other people hurt and harm. Right? 3 of Swords. This person has other people guarded. There's animosity, there's tension. Right? And this guy doesn't, like, he doesn't want to show his weakness. But everybody else is looking at him like, don't come over here with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this King of Swords reverse wants to come cry on everybody's shoulder, or have a chip on their shoulder, because now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. You follow what I'm saying, guys? And everybody's going, get out of here with that. Get the hell out of here. Because you're the reason why this is all happening. You're just getting a taste of your own medicine. And then we get a Page of Swords. Right? And this makes me think of, they're crying for help. They're going, you know, the Page of Sword is kind of like keeping an eye out on things or watching, you know. It's not reverse. So they're reaching out for guidance, or they're asking questions, you know. Hey, what's collective doing? Because I'm sitting here, you know, all butthurt, right? This King of Swords in reverse is crying. They're sad because they're getting a taste of their own medicine. Right? They went around, this King of Swords went around breaking hearts. Right? Now, right, the competition. Now the other guys that were involved in this so-called, you know, who's better, the competition, whatever, they turned it into it. Oh, I'm better. I got more money. I got a fast car. All this, right? 3 of Swords. This is, all of these guys are getting a taste of their own medicine, and they're confused, but they're frustrated. Okay, and it's got them like, you know what I mean? Like, they want to go. It just makes me think of somebody that, like, road rage. This is like road rage. They don't want to be accountable. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this can't happen to me. Like, their ego is out of control. Right? They want to walk around with a chip on their shoulder. like, yeah, you know, what the heck, man? And meanwhile, collective, we're like, yeah, dude, we already been through this. They want to come and ask you for help after they tried to destroy your relationship. They tried to, embarrass you. They embarrass you in front of people, right? They, again, because the world's here, so people are aware of what happened. They interfered with a relationship. All right, let's go, Spirit. What do we got, man? And sadly, I did not retrieve another deck. I apologize, guys. I hope by today I will have a new tarot deck. I will use this deck and the new one. I'll try to use a combination, right? It's gonna get exciting, guys. This is, do me a favor, right? My name is Roy. This is Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. Hit the like button. Share this with your friends and subscribe. Please. Get those likes up, guys. Do me a favor, will you? Alright. Alright, back to the read, Spirit. What do we got? Eight of Swords. So somebody's in their head about this Three of Swords. Ace of Wands. In reverse. Out of the World. And then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, Eight of Swords. Somebody's in their head. Ace of Wands reverse is like out of the world. So what? Nobody wants to work together? This little group, this little, you know what I mean? However, like, it's like these guys work together to destroy a relationship, but now they're all experiencing what they did to somebody else, all right? Like, picture, like I explained on the card. I'm the Taurus on the card. These other three guys destroyed a relationship, right? Right? Say it was me. These three individuals worked together to destroy a relationship. But now the tables have turned, okay? They're confused because why is this happening to me? Especially this King of Swords. Right? And now where are we at? They what? We have Eight of Sword. But it's definitely that's almost like they they don't want to acknowledge that like they're doing like what they did. You have this group of people kind of like working together or something, right? They're confused why everything's like going right. The King of Swords in reverse tells me that their ideas, that what they thought of, you have King of Swords reverse, Ten of Wands reverse. They don't want to accept accountability, right? And it's got them in their head because they're like, they won't admit defeat or something, right? Like they're stubborn or something. And now, because of they're all experiencing some kind of backlash, a backfire, whatever, they don't want to. They're not Ace of Wands reverse. They don't want to work. Like it's not fun. They're all like kind of embarrassed or something at the way how they acted. Like in the beginning, their ego, they're all like, "Yeah, let's get him." You know what I mean? Oh, we'll show that guy. You know what I'm saying? Now they're all standing there like, wow, we really did all that to somebody, right? And it's clear. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like maybe they're confused, but maybe collective we already, like, we don't even have to defend ourselves against this. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are dealing with what they did or something. You know what I mean? Like, we've already moved on. We're 10 steps ahead, right? Collective. Spirit, what else? Spirit, please and thank you. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you for today. Thank you for tomorrow. There's no guarantees, but I thank you, Spirit, for all that you do for me. Tell us more, Spirit. Maybe, what did I miss? Yeah, something backfired. Or it backfired on them. Okay. So you have the Eight of Swords, right? They're embarrassed because now everybody sees what they were doing behind the scenes to, like, destroy a relationship or something, right? With the Three of Swords. Like, it's their turn to experience the heartache and the sorrow, right? And they're embarrassed because of, they have to admit, or they don't want to admit, that they work together to do this. But they, you know what I mean? Like, it's not whatever they were doing together. They no longer. It doesn't make sense to. You know what I mean? Like, think of, like, people that hate each other working together to destroy somebody that they hate. Like, oh, I hate this guy more than I hate you, so let's work together. You know what I mean? Like, weird. Like, enemies working together to destroy somebody that they hate. You know what I mean? It's like weird stuff here. And it's plain to see, like, they were throwing, they were casting spells. They were, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm better. It's all ego and pride. All ego and pride. Tell me more, Spirit. It's too late. Four Swords in reverse. Okay, right? And now what? So this King of Swords in reverse. It's almost like they could still be working together. Like, they're, whatever they're doing, it's backfiring, but they still are. The King of Swords is still trying to find a way to, like, cause issues. But it's like the rest of these guys are, like, embarrassed, they're ashamed or whatever. They don't want to work together because of what they were doing. They were throwing negative, slander, whatever this was, right? And now this was all going on in the background. Okay, right? So like they're some of these guys are like they wouldn't walk up, say, use me as an example. They wouldn't come up to my face and tell me all the stuff that was said and done. You know what I mean? Like this all went on behind the scenes. Like so when say I'm at work, they're going around talking, saying stuff, spreading rumors, doing stuff, making stuff like trying to cause problems, right? They never said it to your face, okay? They never like came up to you and challenged you, right? And now that they're embarrassed, they don't want to work together. Whatever this is, man, just like horrid stuff. Whatever. Um, Now they're basically this King of Swords reverse. It looks like they're being forced. Four swords in reverse. They can't hide. They can't sit and hide anymore. They actually have to like show face, right? It's like it's kind of some of the cards don't really want to come out because it's like they have to, you know what I mean? Like they're still trying to hide what they did and stuff because they thought it was funny to like somebody who hides in the background, right? They throwing rocks and then they turn and they hide their hands, right? You know what I mean? Like the boy who cried wolf or whatever you want to, however you want to describe it. They like to hide and like create problems and stuff. They're cowards, straight up cowards. They can't do it no more. Ace of Pentacles in reverse kind of came out here, right? And it's not paying off. It's creating problems now. They don't want to carry their cross. They don't want to learn, you know what I mean, and all it's doing, but they can't hide any longer. And I feel like because they can't hide, but they don't want to, like, just think of like if the people around you see your character, right? And they're like, no, everybody's going like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with you, dude. You're a coward. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is like because they won't grow up. They can't. They want to hide. They want to hide away and cause problems and work with people to but they're all like embarrassed. It looks like yada yada yada. They can't hide anymore. This King of Swords in reverse can't hide. They won't accept the consequences for their actions. Now everybody is looking at the guy, the King of Swords, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're looking at this guy like, dude, I don't want you around here, right? Like, you can't hide away. You can't go hide. Like, Spirit's like making them face the facts. Right, Spirit? Tell me more, please, Spirit. Please, thank you. They could be broke too. Ten of Wands reverse, and then you got Ace of Pentacles reverse. Is like they can't, like, the show's over. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they went broke too. They could have lost. They're losing with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They could have actually lost something. Like think of like maybe like a repo, or they got kicked out of their house, something like that. Hang on a second, guys. 1 second. Okay. Without spirit. We got Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, repo, maybe lost the house. Right? Like, check this out. Like, with the Ten of Wands in reverse, right? Think of somebody having to go to their landlord saying, I don't have the rent, or I can't make the car payments. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody's going like, what do you mean you can't pay the rent? You know, what do you mean you can't pay the car or the phone bill or you know what I'm saying? Like you had money, you had a job, you had all this stuff. Now all of a sudden what? You're broke? Like, well, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Like talking to your boss or your landlord or your roommate or something and saying, I'm broke, I can't pay rent, I can't pay the phone bill, I can't pay the car, you know, the monthly payment. And the people that are around this guy, this King of Swords in reverse, are like looking at him like, what are you talking about? Because they're not being honest. This is a liar, something. Yeah, Spirit's like, yep. 5 of Wands. And all they did was create, like I said, it was a competition. Right? But who wins? All is fair in love and war. Right? Right? All is fair in love and war. And maybe they're not that much of a hotshot, right? After all. Right? Like they got burned, right? Like they enjoyed destroying other people's relationships. You know, they enjoyed being like the guy in the background. You know what I'm saying? So you're an example. You're dating somebody, and this King of Swords in reverse is the guy that's texting the person that you're dating. You don't know who it is. You don't know why they're doing it. You don't know what it's all about. But it's this guy, and he got kicks out of doing it. But now it's like everything that they try to destroy, everything that they like put their grimy little hands on. They're a part of it. Like they can't walk away from it. Their hands are dirty too. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, where they're with the 5 of Wands is like they're not going to get out of this without some kind of a heartbreak or some kind of a sorrow. Like their ego or their pride got in the way of possible relationships that were important. Like, you know what I mean? They thought it was funny to watch somebody, cry, and they were like heartbroken. Like they were sitting there watching somebody go through hell, and they thought it was funny. They thought it was cool. They go, ha ha, look at me, I'm so cool. Look what I did. But now they realize like the relationships that they destroyed, the people that they hurt, right? All it did was create chaos. You know what I mean? And it's like now that call this like say it was the job is done, right? Okay, we separated the two people, we destroyed the relationship, right? And it's like now what? Now what? Now what do we do? because like we already destroyed that person, their relationship, all that stuff. So now you got a bunch of people like staring at each other like, what do we do now? You know what I mean? Like they got so involved in this scheme or whatever they were trying to do, Three of Swords, that they forgot about like, you know what I mean? Like now what? Now it looks like they're all pointing the fingers at each other, or they're sabotaging each other. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like they're kind of saying like, oh well, you know, you're the one that said this, and the other guy says, well, you're the one that did that, and I saw you da 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 da, and I know you. You know what I mean? Let's. So they destroyed a relationship. They destroyed something like that. Now they're gonna destroy themselves in the process, right? Because it's like, what do we do now? Literal enemies working together to destroy somebody, to destroy a relationship, right? Some type of a. I'm not even quite sure, really. All it's really saying is like these people working together. Now they're all heartbroken. And it's like they're fighting each other, and now they're all exposed or something. Like the people that they work with are now like they're turning on each other. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, because you're not playing this game anymore, and it's like with them being in reverse, it's like they're because you're aware of it, because you caught on to it. You don't want nothing to do with these guys. Now it's like now they're all standing around like, oh man, like we're broke, right? This isn't like they were getting some kind of a fulfillment off of watching you suffer. Believe it or not, this is what it looks like. Because when you said no, you rejected them, and now you're kind of watching what's going on. Now they're all sitting there like they spent. It looks like they probably Queen of Pentacles reversed. They might have spent a bunch of money doing this too to hurt you. Three of Cups. Under the Page of Sword. Yeah, like what? Like while you were suffering, they were spending money, working together with these people. Like they all thought they were like cool. They were all big shot, hot shot, big shot, and they like you know what I mean. Like they were living large, right? They were celebrating. They were partying while you were sitting there heartbroken. But it looks like they're asking for help now. That's what I'm seeing. But this is weird because it's all like one. It's a big mess, you guys. Lovers, Gemini energy, Archangel Raphael. right? So with the lovers here, this is telling me that somebody that broke your heart, collective, they're embarrassed about what they did to you. That's what I see here. These guys are too, but they're so full of pride and ego that it's. Thank you, Spirit. We got the Ace of Cups in reverse. We've got the Tower in reverse. You can see that it was. Ooh, don't lose it. Tower in reverse. Empress in reverse. Haha. I know who this is. Then we have Temperance and the Moon in reverse. Okay. Right, with the lovers here, Gemini energy, Archangel Raphael. This is the person that you were in the relationship with. They're embarrassed. Oh, excuse me. And they're heartbroken, they're embarrassed what they did. And it looks like what they want to. Yeah, they're totally. Like the whole escapade, if you want to call it that, right? Like, so let's put it this way. Say, use me as an example. I'm dating somebody. All right, there's several other guys that were like, we're gonna put an end to this relationship. We're bigger, we're better, we're stronger, we're faster, we got more money, we got better cars, we got better houses, right? And so they all work together to destroy this relationship, right? But now it's like, now that they destroyed the relationship, they used this person for whatever reasons that weren't like, it wasn't like out of love. It was, it wasn't peace, love, and light. This was like ego, pride, and like being selfish. Okay, and so now it's like the fun is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even. They're like, it's like. How would I describe this? Think of like. Think of somebody, right? Just use this as an example. You're in a house, right? It's cold out. It's uh fall. It's winter, the season, right? We're in the season of winter time. You're in the house and it's freezing, right? The pipes are gonna freeze. It's snowing outside, so you light a fire in the fireplace. But the little bit of wood that you have is burning up, okay? And so you don't have any more wood left. So you start to rip the house apart. You start ripping out the shelves, right? You start ripping out the 2x4s out of the walls, and then say you're caught in like a blizzard or forever how long this lasts. And by the time that the storm is over and the sun breaks out and it's like, it's not freezing cold outside, right? However long that took, you gutted the house completely. You ripped out all the shelving and you burned it up. You ripped out all the bookcases, you burned it up to stay warm, right? As an example, right? So basically the house, you burned up the furniture, the shelving, the cabinets, right? And all you have left is basically like an empty house, right? Even some of the walls are ripped apart, right? All like this because you burned it up in the fireplace to stay warm. Okay, now use that as like an analogy as to like what they did with this person, right? The lovers is somebody that you used to love, that somebody you were in a relationship with. They these guys had their way, and what's left? Nothing. There's no love. There's no compassion. There's no, it's an ace of wands in reverse. If you understand what I'm saying, is like it's not good. It's the key, it's the lock with many keys thing. Okay, I've been talking about that. You got a lock, right? When you have a lock, only one key is supposed to work. That's it. And then, so it makes the lock a good lock. But if you have four other locks, four other keys that go to this lock, what good is it? It's not good at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? What's left of this person, they are physically and emotionally destroyed, unfortunately. If you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, and right, so it looks like, so we have the tower. This is Aries Scorpio, right? Yeah, so 7-7. That's that. They're confused because this wasn't supposed to happen to them, right? What's like how the tables are turning, but they understand why it's happening. Like they're confused, like, oh, this isn't supposed to happen to me, right? But then they understand, like they see why it's happening. You know what I mean? Like it's not supposed to. Like their ego or their pride is telling them like this isn't supposed to happen, but like inside their, when they're thinking to themselves, they go, wow, it's because I hurt this person. Like, you know what I mean? Like like they all literally work together to hurt somebody. They go, like, why is this happening? Like on the outside, they go, why is this happening to me? But when they go and they're sitting by themselves and they're talking, they're going, it's because I did that. I should have never did that. And what it is because they're still not accepting. It's a tower reverse because they're trying to figure out how do they get out of this, like like they're in this energy of like confusion, but they know why. Like they're going, this wasn't supposed to happen, but they know why. Secretly, they're kind of like, yeah, I know why this is happening, and so they're kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place because they can't go. You know what I mean? All avenues are blocked off because they created. You know what I mean? Like the people that they are around just use them, right? So now they're used and abused mentally, physically, emotionally. You know what I mean? So it's like, what now? What's left? Right? There's no love there. It's just sadness. It's the Three of Swords. Right? And the King of Swords, right? They can't hide anymore. You friggin' loser. Guess who it is? It's the Empress Reverse. Taurus Libra. It's a Libra. You friggin' loser. You happy you destroyed someone's life? You gotta go to jail, dude. If you're not already there. And so, what? Archangel showed up because he's here with Temperance, that Sagittarius energy. He's here because it's his job to help those in need. Right? So now it looks like he's interjecting, right? Archangel Michael's here. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you for all that you do. He's here because people are trying to get their act together, maybe because they didn't accept responsibility. They blew through the money. They can't make the car payments. They're probably gonna get kicked out. And with Temperance here, it's like the only option they have is to get sober, to get straight. That's why Archangel Michael is here, because he's gonna make it so that it doesn't get weird. He's gonna, like, Archangel Michael is gonna be like, you have two options. You know what I mean? You got two options: do the right thing, get sober, figure out your life, or he's gonna like whoop your ass. Sorry for swearing. And you hurt Archangel Raphael by what you did. Archangel Michael's right here going, either you guys get sober, figure out your life, or he's gonna put a whooping on you. And the moon is in reverse. And you guys this little competition about who's cool and who's who and what's what, and it's over. It's gonna be exposed, everything that you did in the darkness. Especially with Archangel Michael right there. He's splitting that up. He's saying, no, you guys, you know what I mean? It's almost like Archangel Michael is like grabbing somebody by the ear, right? Twisting them by the ear, going, all right, go do your homework, go make your bed. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to act like a child, I'm going to treat you like a friggin' child, basically. Seriously. And their little side missions and their little moon magic and their little spells and like they're planning on taking someone out. It's done. It's been done. They just don't get it yet. It's over. It's been over. It's done, been over. So what do we got? Eight of Pentacles reverse. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Five of Swords reverse. Nine of Swords. It's in the upright. So that tells me that their secrets that they did in the night, the moon magic, whatever they were doing, it's done. And it looks like they were trying to, it seems like it's backfired, where they're possibly going broke now. Like everybody was partying, people were getting paid. It was a good. They blew it all. It was a good time, but now it's over. And so, like the last resort that they can do is like they want you to go broke. Like they're going broke. They don't have work. They can't party anymore, so they want to like screw up your money. They want to screw up your job, right? But the party's over. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is it's over. Work's over. Job's done. You have to move out, and because of that, right? They are still trying to affect your job and your money, your Pentacles. But look at Five of Swords reverse. The last card on the read. They still are trying. They want to. Put down the sword. But look who's here. The Knight of Swords is coming in fast, guys. That's the police. That's the law. I can't really say much, guys. It's just, this is what people do. This is what the world has come to. People just working together to kill, steal, and destroy. It's really sad. And I'll say this. Before you want to raise hell, before you want to take vengeance into your hands, just remember, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Okay? So if you're mad at people or you're upset, pray. Pray for you, pray for your loved ones, and pray for your enemies too, because they're lost, man. All this time, all this money, all this effort. For what? What did it prove? What did it do? All you did was destroy people. You know what I mean? Like, you used people, you abused, you exploited people. For what, dude? Libra, you friggin' loser. Empress reverse, that's Taurus Libra. I'll tell you what, I'm not Empress reverse. You are. And I'll tell you what, dude, you did all this for what? Spent all that money, caused all the problems, you try to get people fired, workplace environment, like, you got people fighting with each other, it's a competition, you use somebody, you abuse somebody, you hurt someone, you're hurting people. You think you're cool, dude? Nah, man, you need help. Seriously. You and your buddies. Guess what? Cops are here. They're coming in to get you. You're going to jail, dude. Not you, collector. Talking to the karmics. People that are in your lives, that are in my life, that wanted to turn this into a competition. We're talking about our livelihood, our life. You thought it was funny to sit in the background and cause problems, dude? Man. I'll pray for you, dude. Because you're going down, man. Alright, peace out, guys. This was a tough message. Nothing really good. All these guys are going to go down. They're all going down for what they did. Pray for them. Alright, see you guys on the next one. We thank God, we thank Jesus, we thank the Holy Spirit, we thank the archangels, the ascended masters, and I thank the ancestors, and I thank my past on loved ones in peace, love, and light. Later, guys. Oh, today's the new moon and the eclipse. So stay out of trouble, right? Okay, see ya.